Alcatraz.
Having to come back isn't my idea of a vacation.
I already blew up this island once. Why am I back here?
Why would the Chaos Emeralds be here on the island?
There's no way in hell the government could possibly get Chaos Emeralds. They're a bunch of wimps.
Very well, very well. Let's discuss how we are going to do this. I will go in first and distract the military troops, allowing you to sneak in the base without being detected.
I'm sure this will be perfect
Shadow
stealth.
will enter the armory, where he will set the timer on these dynamite packs.
Send me here once, I'll grin and bear it. Send me here twice, and I'll blow it up so I don't have to go back a third time.
You have to sneak into the cargo area and grab the Chaos Emerald. That's a challenge for such a worthy treasure hunter as yourself, isn't it, Batgirl?
No, Eggman, you can't call her that. DC's gonna get
Only
mad.
30 minutes to pull this mission off, and we only get one try, so don't fail me.
I'll be very disappointed if you do fail.
Alright, I'm going to the jungle. Alright, so, our first stage of the day, weapons bed. Okay, this one's just fun, though. This one's just really fun. Okay, so, in general, I like this set piece for its aesthetics. The outside gun base looks so cool. But also, weapons bed is just a really fun stage where you get to blow stuff up. You just get to cause untold damage to the military. It's great. The best part of Prototype is we're gonna get to the end of this and see how expensive it was for us to blow all this up. Anyway, we also get the large cannon. It's an upgrade, so now we can blow up better containers. Cool. Anyway, I definitely failed after that, so yeah. As much as I like the stage, there are definitely some dick moves, I will say. Sometimes the game will just drop stuff on you, as I believe I've mentioned before. Sometimes it acts out of spite, like right here. I'm not gonna say you need to know that that's coming to dodge it, but it certainly helps. Yeah, no, this is such a cool looking area, and in terms of shooting gallery stuff, this is absolutely, like, one of the most satisfying galleries in the game. It's not super hard, like I said, there are some dick moves like that guy right there. You kinda have to know that guy's coming. Or, you know, just fire like crazy. But, like, keep in mind, dick moves aren't necessarily fatal, for most people playing this game. They mean that I have to reset, but it's not really a huge deal for anyone else. So, even if you get hit a few times, it is, again, I can't describe it as any other way other than satisfying. Like, there are certainly plenty of opportunities to go around and destroy things in other shooting stages, but, like, never in the context where, like, you are attacking a military base that's only, like, a little bit active. They've got their guards, however, we are absolutely obliterating their supply of robots. Like, this is a distraction, but legitimately, Eggman is just single-handedly destroying the US military. If this weren't a video game and they didn't just have as many units as the designers needed to put out, like, this would be a pretty big blow. You know, again, it's not like they'd actually appear elsewhere if we didn't blow them up, but, you know. You can dream, right? You can just sit here thinking, boy, things would be a lot worse if Eggman didn't just obliterate a fucking military base on his own. I'm pretty sure Shadow and Rouge have probably gotten in by now. We could probably just say good enough and go home, but no. Eggman's just gonna keep going until he sees the big ring in the sky. Until then, his rampage will not be stopped. His bloodlust cannot be sated. Also, yeah, that guy's also a jerk. He's one of the many, many rude obstacles that this stage provides. Alright, remove you, and... whole lot of guys coming out of the woodwork, but I think we're almost at the end. This looks like a last stretch of runway, but first... Oh, actually, no, I'm not seeing the goal ring spawn yet. How much else is there to destroy? Legitimate question, and I don't mind if the answer is more. This just goes to- oh god, this part, yeah, no, this part sucks. I hate these two guys. Oh, they have screwed me over quite a few times, but yeah, no, just... you can tell just how satisfying this type of gameplay can be, because just doing the base thing is so fun. Just aiming to multiple targets, and then letting go, and just watching shot after shot, fire, is just very good. Alright, now yep, no, we're definitely at the end. There's the goal ring. Boxed in at the end here.
Yush!
Yeah, you tell him, Eggman.
Now you know why I am the best!
Better than the military, clearly. They were asleep at the wheel.
Okay, why didn't you two go inside?
Everyone ready? Shadow.
I should've... That should've been sufficient distraction. Hi.
I'm so glad you made it!
Yeah, I'm gonna say I really don't want to be hugged.
Sonic, who are you?
I'm the one.
Well, if it isn't the bitch who beat my high score in Hedgehog Hammer.
Aiming your timing is impeccable.
Do you know her, Eggman? Okay, well, bye. I'm very uncomfortable now.
And here's Tails.
There's no mistake about it. This must be the island. It's a secret military base that is reinforced.
So, Tails in this game
Prison Island.
is just a Wikipedia article.
Satellite TV.
Who are you talking to, Tails?
Sonic will destroy the military building.
Why are you being so expository?
Wait for me, okay, Sonic? I'm on my way. What? Hey, look, it's Amy. And Eggman, too.
Wait a minute, I hate one of those guys.
Doesn't matter. I have to help Amy because she's in danger.
I don't like Eggman because he's evil.
Run!
Alright, so, as you probably guessed by the fact that this is a Sonic game, so of course Tails is in it, Tails is our other mech character. And so this is your introduction to him. It's a boss fight. So, Eggman, I feel like, is a very dodgy boss. He doesn't really fire off many shots, but he just likes walking away from mine. So I guess this is a tutorial on how to actually hit things. Tails, on the other hand, is a lot more aggressive, but definitely a lot less dodgy. Now, I think this is more due to the fact that, like, because of the way the game works, this is the first thing you're doing on the hero side, is fighting this boss, so of course it's gonna do the thing to hit you less. Meanwhile, you've been doing plenty of shooting gallery stages as Eggman, so, that was shooting fish in a barrel. Sorry, Tails.
This time I'll let you go.
So this
The
is
next time
actually
we meet,
the
you
hero
won't be so lucky.
cutscene. Yeah, normally you just beat up Eggman and he's like,
Okay, well,
Wow, Tails,
bye.
you did it!
but no, we know the real reason he just decided to leave immediately.
Asking that question, don't you know it's dangerous here?
I know, but I'm here to save my hero, Sonic!
Again?
Hurry! I know Eggman...
Are you a sitcom character, Tails?
Okay.
Is that it?
Right.
Are you just reacting to somebody else's wacky catchphrase?
Don't leave without me! I want to help Sonic too!
Do you have a big robot that shoots things? No? Well, Tails takes point then. Alright, so, there is a place for those who love their poetry, and it's just across from the sign that says Prison Lane. That is how I hear that One Day Might Be Giant song, if I'm being entirely honest. Anyway, so Prison Lane is your introduction to the mech segment in the hero story. It has taken quite a while for that to happen chronologically, but yeah, no, this is the third stage in Hero Side, and I'm gonna be honest, I found Prison Lane to be harder than, like, any of Eggman's stages, and I don't know why. Like, okay, Eggman was the first stage, so I guess that's why that one was easy, but, like, I don't know, I guess it's just the fact that, like, this is a stage that is very thin. It's a lot of narrow corridors, which makes things kind of hard to dodge. Like, things just like taking cheap shots at you, much as they do in these, you know, more recent Eggman stages. But this is the first stage you'd be playing if you're playing the game, I would say normally. Like, most people are probably going to play Hero Story first. So it's weird that this one just feels so much harder to me. Like, I guess they thought this area being so narrow would make it easier, but no, I'm gonna level with you. I found all of Eggman's stages a lot easier to do than Tails' first stage. Again, if you're playing normally, getting hit once isn't going to be the end of you, so it's not like a nail-bitingly hard stage or anything. But yeah, stuff like that, right there. That guy flying in out of nowhere. That is something I would expect from a more recent Eggman stage. But like, I had so much more practice with him under my belt at that point. So yeah, no, just a weird introduction to Tails. It feels so much more difficult. But yeah, this is also just Tails in general in this game. Again, you probably guessed that Tails would be the Hero Side shooting gallery, considering he is on the game box art, and it's also a Sonic game, so of course Tails is in it. He is in a lot of them. This is the era where if Sonic's in a game, Tails will be too, in some capacity. I also feel like Tails works fine filling in the role of shooting gallery. It definitely feels like they kind of just needed a equivalent for the sake of having an equivalent to Eggman. Like, absolutely, I feel like they would have designed Eggman first, or like thought of Eggman in this position first, because it fits him a lot. Sonic and Shadow, of course, have the running stages, that makes sense. You have Knuckles doing treasure hunting again, and then they made a new character for that, and then they were like, okay, well, I guess Tails will just be an equivalent to Eggman. I will say, though, interesting that they made him parallel Eggman, who is normally the main villain, and instead Sonic has his rival in Shadow, who is not the leader of the evil team. Eggman's still in the lead, so, I don't know, just an interesting thing from a story standpoint. Oh no, it's Security Hall.
I'm in position, Doctor. Tell me when. There's been an unexpected delay on my end.
So sorry, I got a bit distracted by, we'll call it some beat Tails therapy.
Rouge, no! Rouge, no! Okay, so, unfortunately, one of Rouge's best songs, which is a difficult category because they're all good, has to go to Security Hall, which is easily one of the worst stages in the game. So, the usual problems of the treasure hunting stages are all compounded with a time limit of 5 minutes. 5 minutes is not a lot of time for a treasure hunting stage. It's kind of ludicrous that they expect you to do this in such little time. Again, all of the problems with the treasure hunting stages before crop up. But now, not only that, there's also a switch gimmick. You see these panels on the wall, and how some of them have these glowing G symbols? Well, they're actually switches on the top layer of the area that you can press, and that will open up certain doors to be dug into. So yes, you have a time limit, you can only see so many emeralds at a time, and there's trial and error. If you don't know what switches connect to what, figure it out in 5 minutes, dummy. That's what the game wants from you. And the last emerald I could have found early on if the radar actually worked in a way that didn't suck. But I didn't, because I couldn't have found it unless I was actively looking for it. I will also say, another thing that people might be annoyed by, but I actually kinda like, is Eggman, complaining to you on the intercom every minute or so. I mean, look, it's absolutely stressful, and it's just another thing on top of the pile of this absolutely horrendous stage that hates you so much. But I don't know, I just feel like it's kind of aesthetic for Eggman to just radio in and tell you, "Go faster, idiot."
Me the Chaos Emeralds now.
I did, Eggman, it's fine, you don't need to yell. Batwang.
How is that? Perfect? Like me?
Again, the stage wasn't, but you just say whatever you want about yourself, at least.
Man, I hate being in jail. This sucks.
Huh? Amy?
Keep your voice down.
I'm the one with a stealth segment. Tail shot up a military base. I'm going to pretend I had nothing to do with that. If I need to do this again in the future, I can.
I caught a ride with Tails. Are you sure you don't need my help? It looks like you could use it.
The reason I'm in here is because of that fake hedgehog.
I'm doing exercises so I can beat him up.
Black hedgehog?
Did you see it?
Oh yeah, I glomped him.
If I tell you, will you marry me?
No way.
I thought I had you this time.
In what way? You caved so easily, Amy. There was no strategy there.
That black hedgehog came here with
Amy looks so
something.
tiny in the shot, it's so weird.
So, Eggman's behind this, huh?
What's all that writing on the wall anyway? Did you write that?
Sonic, did you go mad in the 5 minutes you were in jail?
Wait for me, Sonic. He's such a brat sometimes.
Well, I guess that prison cell will never be important again.
I can't believe I've come this far just to fail.
Hey, don't be pessimistic, Rouge, you've got this. Okay, so, Flying Dog here might look familiar. Except you might also remember this boss with legs. So yeah, it's this guy again. However, this time at least, it's a bit different because we're using a different character style, and also, this guy doesn't have legs, so he never lands. We also don't have a homing attack, which does make this boss a bit more of a pain to fight. Always be wary of when it's swooping in and trying to shoot you, because it is a very, very easy occurrence of going in for a hit and then getting shot. It's very easy to miss your mark. I'm not gonna say it's pixel perfect, but if I was just a shade lower there, yeah, I would've taken damage. Trust me, I know that from experience. It happened to me a lot.